The secret language of nature, Thoth the Tao, and the wisdom of the elements. Immerse yourself for a moment in a misty morning when the world still seems asleep and every drop of dew on a spiderweb reflects a miniature universe. Or think of the silent majesty of an ancient mountain, witness to millennia of sunrises and sunsets, guardian of unspeakable secrets. We are surrounded by an open book, a living encyclopedia of knowledge, but all too often we walk blindly, deaf to the whispers and roars of a secret language that nature ceaselessly offers us. It is not a language of words, but of symbols, of cycles, of harmonies and dissonances, of birth and death, of a profound wisdom that precedes all human writing. This is the arcane language of nature, and our awakening begins when we learn to decipher its silent and powerful hieroglyphs, to feel the subtle vibrations that connect us to everything. Since time immemorial, ancient traditions from every corner of the planet have recognized the earth as a living library, a sacred temple where every tree, every river, every creature is a teacher and a message. From Chinese Taoism to American shamanism, and including the Hermetic teachings of ancient Egypt, it has always been understood that the natural world is not simply an inert backdrop to our existence, but a vibrant entity, endowed with its own consciousness and profound intelligence. It invites us to engage in dialogue with it, to decipher its symbols, to synchronize with its rhythms. Today we will delve deeper into what lies beneath the surface to rediscover how the universal wisdom of figures like Thoth and the principles of the Tao guide us in this deciphering, revealing the intrinsic wisdom of the elements. Thoth, the divine scribe, who gave form to speech and writing, was not only the guardian of the celestial libraries, he was also, and perhaps above all, the supreme decipherer of the hieroglyphs of the cosmos, the scribe of nature itself. He interpreted the signs in the flight of birds, the shape of the clouds, the flow of water, and the growth of plants. His teachings, often hidden between the lines of the emerald tablets, remind us that true knowledge does not reside solely in sacred texts or magical formulas, but is woven into the very essence of the natural world. This knowledge is revealed to those with eyes to see, ears to hear, and an open heart to listen to the primordial voice of the earth. This is our path of awakening, restoring the lost connection with the secret language of nature, rediscovering Thoth as our inner teacher on this journey of deciphering. This video is about to open up a completely new perspective on the world around you, transforming every step you take into a lesson and every element into a travel companion. Prepare to see nature not just as a landscape, but as a constant dialogue. Attention seekers of truth, if you are ready to awaken your inner scribe, decipher the hidden messages the cosmos sends you, and reconnect with primordial harmony, then you are in the right place at the right time. Don't miss a single moment of this revelation that will change the way you interact with life. Subscribe now to join our community of awakened beings, and don't miss a single fragment of wisdom that will reconnect you with the soul of the world. Taoism, with its ancient principles enunciated in Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching, introduces us to the concept of the Way, the Tao intrinsically linked to the harmony and rhythms of nature. The Tao is not a god or a doctrine, but rather the underlying order of the universe, an uninterrupted flow of energy and information that manifests in every natural phenomenon. Living in harmony with the Tao means flowing with this order, understanding that everything has its time, place, and purpose. Taoists, by closely observing nature, learn the wisdom of water, which adapts to each container, the resilience of bamboo, which bends but does not break, and the cyclical nature of the seasons, which teaches us about birth, growth, decline, and rebirth. For them, nature is the greatest teacher, and each of its aspects is a symbol, a living hieroglyph reflecting universal truths about our existence and our spiritual path. This eco-spiritual approach invites us to active contemplation, to a fusion between our inner being and the macrocosm that surrounds us, rediscovering a sense of belonging that modernity has often eroded. It is an awakening to our fundamental interconnectedness with the entire web of life. Thoth, in his Egyptian incarnation as the deity of wisdom, writing, and knowledge, was the quintessential master of this reading of the cosmos. He taught humans to observe nature not with separate eyes, but with the unified vision of the sacred. Egyptian hieroglyphs, so rich in images of animals, plants, and natural phenomena, were not simply a writing system, but a representation of this secret language, a bridge between the physical and metaphysical worlds. Thoth was the archetype of the scribe of nature, the one who recorded the laws of the cosmos not on parchment, but by deciphering them from the stars, rivers, and desert sands. The emerald tablets attributed to him, while not explicitly mentioning trees or rivers, indicate through the principle as above, so below, that celestial patterns and universal laws are perfectly reflected in earthly manifestations. Thus, the observation of nature becomes a path to understanding divine truths and cosmic architecture, an act of profound meditation and revelation that Thoth understood as the key to true knowledge and the awakening of human consciousness. Animistic philosophies and shamanism, present in the ancestral cultures of every continent, offer us an even more intimate and vibrant perspective on the secret language of nature. For these traditions, each element, a rock, a tree, an animal, a stream, is not merely inert matter but possesses a spirit, a soul, a consciousness, and a specific message to convey. The shaman, through altered states of consciousness and a profound connection with the invisible world, learns to communicate directly with these elemental spirits, deciphering their advice, warnings, and blessings. It is a relationship of reciprocity, not domination. Humankind is an integral part of the web of life, not its master. This approach compels us to transcend the mechanistic and reductionist view that has dominated modernity, inviting us to rediscover a form of respect and reverence for every aspect of creation. It is an invitation to see the sacred in everything, to recognize the intelligence that permeates the entire universe. Through this reconnection, we reactivate an ancient and wise part of ourselves, an awakening that restores balance and harmony with our environment and with the soul of the world. The wisdom of the elements, earth, water, air, fire, and ether, or spirit, is another fundamental pillar of this secret language, common to many esoteric and philosophical traditions. Each element is not only a physical component of the world, but an archetype, an energetic force that governs aspects of our psyche, our health, and our experience. Earth teaches us stability, grounding, nourishment, and concreteness. Water speaks of emotion, fluidity, purification, and adaptability. Air symbolizes thought, communication, freedom, and lightness. Fire represents transformation, passion, energy, and enlightenment. Ether, the most subtle element, is space, pure consciousness, interconnection, and infinite possibility. Understanding these archetypes and their interaction in nature and within ourselves is like learning the grammar and syntax of the cosmic language. Thoth, as a master of the mysteries of nature, was deeply aware of these correspondences, and his teaching sought to reharmonize humanity with these elemental forces. His guidance invites us to balance these elements within ourselves, to recognize their power, and to consciously use them for our well-being and evolution, for an awakening that completes us and aligns us with the primordial forces. Modern eco-spirituality is rediscovering and reinterpreting these ancient teachings in a contemporary context, recognizing the urgent need to heal our relationship with the planet. It is not merely about ecology in the scientific sense, but about a profound spiritual awareness that sees human well-being as intrinsically linked to the well-being of the earth. This movement urges us to shift from an anthropocentric view, where humans occupy the center and dominate nature, to a biocentric and ecocentric view, where humans are an integral part of the web of life, with the responsibility to protect and honor it. Nature, with its resilience, its capacity for regeneration, and its intrinsic beauty, constantly offers us models of sustainability and harmony that we have forgotten. Reconnecting with the secret language of nature means not only learning to interpret external signs but also rediscovering our most authentic and wild nature, that part of us intrinsically connected to the earth's rhythm. It is a collective awakening that calls us to be guardians, not destroyers, to honor the sacred in every leaf, every wave, every breath, just as Thoth would have wished. To delve deeper into this vast concept and make it tangible not only to the rational mind, but above all to the heart, allow me to share with you an ancient fable, a timeless tale that encapsulates the ancestral wisdom of Thoth in an evocative and accessible way, an allegory that resonates deeply with the recently discovered truths about the secret language of nature and the wisdom of the elements. In the emerald valleys of an ancient kingdom, where rivers murmured ceaselessly between towering mountains and ancient forests stood like living temples, lived a young herbalist named Orion. He possessed neither the wealth of the nobles, nor the military might of the generals, nor the vast library of scrolls of the court scholars. His only precious legacy was an arcane knowledge, whispered since childhood by the majestic trees and the crystal-clear waters of the streams, a deep and intuitive understanding of nature's secret language. It was said that he had learned to converse with the wind and with the stones, and that his guide was a mysterious hooded figure who appeared to him in dreams as a wise master who wrote in the air with a staff of light, an echo of the ancient emerald tablets that spoke of a wisdom hidden in the visible. One day, a mysterious illness struck the kingdom. It was not a fever or a plague like any known. It was a malaise of the soul, a veil of apathy and disconnection that rendered people indifferent to beauty, deaf to song, and blind to the colors of the world. Flowers seemed to wither before their eyes. The music of the streams no longer brought joy, and children's laughter sounded hollow. The wisdom of the doctors was useless. The prayers of the priests seemed to have no effect. The king, gripped by growing anguish for his people, summoned all his advisors, but no one knew how to cure this strange affliction that was stealing their lives from within. It was then that Orion, the young herbalist, driven by an inner strength and a profound intuition, appeared before the throne, his green eyes reflecting the tranquility of the forests. "Your Majesty," Orion said in a clear, modulated voice that resonated in the throne room, "the illness that afflicts your people resides not in the body, but in the spirit, a disconnection from the very source of life. To heal, we must learn to listen again." The oldest advisors, accustomed to complex medical formulas and dusty treatises, regarded him with skepticism, but the king, desperate and moved by a glimmer of hope, decided to trust him. Orion led the people not to the temple or the apothecary, but to a sacred clearing in the heart of the kingdom's oldest forest, a place where nature pulsed with primal force. There, Orion asked each of them to close their eyes, not to escape reality, but to immerse themselves deeply in it, to feel. He asked them to connect with the elements, to place their hands on the earth and feel its stability and sustenance, to listen to the sound of the water in the stream and perceive its fluidity and purification, to breathe deeply the air, feeling its freedom and clarity of thought, to contemplate the flame of a small ritual fire, perceiving fire as a transformative and life-giving energy. "Do not try to understand with your minds," Orion warned them, "but feel with your hearts. Listen with your souls to the silent language of these elemental masters. Let his wisdom fill you and awaken what has lain dormant." As the people meditated, Orion took out a small bone flute and played an ancient primal melody. Its sound mingled with the rustling of leaves, the murmur of the stream, and the crackling of the fire, creating a harmony that resonated with the secret music of the cosmos. In that space of profound connection, people began to feel a warmth reborn in their hearts, a light illuminating their minds. The colors of the world came alive again, the sounds of nature became music once more, and a long-forgotten peace and joy flooded their souls. The mysterious affliction vanished like mist before the sun. The kingdom healed not with potions or spells, but with the restoration of its connection to the secret language of nature, deciphered and mediated by the wisdom of Orion, who understood that true healing lies in harmony with the elements and in the profound intelligence that permeates every aspect of creation, just as the ancient teachings of Thoth about the cosmos had always revealed to us. We have reached the end of this fascinating and profoundly revealing journey to the heart of nature's secret language and the timeless wisdom of the elements. I sincerely thank each of you for opening your minds and hearts to this exploration, accepting the possibility that the world around you is a sacred book written with living, pulsating symbols. Remember, dear explorers, nature is not just a backdrop to your lives. It is a constant teacher, an inexhaustible source of wisdom, and you are an integral part of this grand design. Your ability to listen, feel, and reconnect with this primordial intelligence is the master key to a true awakening, a rediscovered harmony. If this video has inspired you, if it has sparked your curiosity to decipher the messages of the wind, the water, and the trees, if it has prompted you to see the world with new eyes, I sincerely ask that you leave a like that reflects your gratitude and share it with anyone you think might benefit from this ancient yet urgent and relevant wisdom. And if you haven't already, if you feel a deep connection to the beauty and truth that come from connecting with nature, I sincerely invite you to subscribe to the channel now. Become part of our ever-growing community, a family of awakened souls who day after day seek to unravel the mysteries of existence and rediscover our true nature, interwoven in the fabric of the cosmos. Your active participation and support are the lifeblood that nourishes this space of knowledge, growth, and authentic communication, allowing us to share these essential messages. Before we say goodbye and conclude this profound session, I ask for a small gesture that can make all the difference. Leave a comment below with the keywords natural wisdom or sacred elements, so we know what resonated with you most, what teachings you will incorporate into your daily life, and what seeds of awareness have been planted in your inner garden. I wish you an enlightened and conscious journey, a path in harmony with the rhythms of the earth, full of extraordinary discoveries and a deep regenerative connection with the soul of the world. Until next time, soul explorers, and may your life always be a sacred dialogue with the great book of nature.